And I can remember him sexually assaulting me.
That's the worst shit ever.
What's going on, y'all, man? It's King Cliff holding it down for the cool table, man. I'm right back at you. And this is a tragedy, one way or the other. Either way it go. Whether it's truth or whether it's lie. It's crazy. Check it out.
One night, my mother was asleep, and he came in, and he started to abuse me. Then around that time, I actually can remember I was sleeping. It was midnight. It was dark. I was sleeping in my bed at my grandfather's house, and I can remember him sexually assaulting me, and he was on top of me. He was on top of me. And I cried, and I kicked, and I screamed. He kept raping me. He wouldn't stop. And I can remember him whispering in my ear and that I would never have a true love. He would always be my first love. I can remember me biting him, kicking, screaming for him to get off of me. I was having seizures. I can remember this man leaving me on the floor covered in blood. He left my grandfather's house and left me covered in blood, passed me a towel, and told me that I had to clean so I can clean myself. He cleaned himself. He gave me a towel for me to clean myself. I remember him leaving the house. I was so tired. I had to crawl to my mother, covered in blood, to get help. He ruined bonds. He ruined my...
Somebody probably paid this girl to do this shit, but whoever paid him, you done. I mean, you done. But I'm suing this girl for defamation of character on my name. Anybody, I got money, bro. Anybody got this girl name, I got money. You got where she work at. I'm trying to get this shit filed to her. All you blogs, I'm sending a cease and desist. I'm gonna sue y'all motherfuckers too. But I'm lost for words right now, bro. But you trying to make some money today, give me this information. I need all information on this girl. Everything you can possibly think of. I'm paying for information on this girl. I mean, that's the worst shit ever. I mean, this bitch fake crying on the internet. Like, this is a damn shame. You know, the lengths people go. But, yeah, if you trying to make you a quick $5,000 a day, I need information on this girl. I need her real name, addresses, all that, man. You know, I'm gonna show this bitch I ain't to be fucked with. I'm finna. You want Joe's bitch? You want play with me? You want play with my name, bitch? I'm gonna show you. Yeah. That's the worst shit ever.
So here's my thing. This is a crazy situation, man. And let's just start off like this. If it's true, it's a tragedy and I feel bad for her and I'm sorry that happened to her. And I'll even add this. I've had some stuff happen to me when I was a child. And so at 5, I can remember certain things that happened in that situation. So the age of 5 doesn't necessarily discredit the memory, because some things can stick with you. You might not remember all the things, excuse me, all the things that happened that night or all the things clearly, but you can know some key moments of whatever interaction that may have taken place, right? Now, I believe strongly in my gut, my compass. And watching this young lady, it did look like she was fake crying. Hearing the story, even though the story is horrific or whatever, and you know what? I'm not Miss Cleo. I don't have a crystal ball. I could be wrong. It just doesn't feel like it's true. I want to, maybe I'm being biased. Maybe I'm wishing for the best because, I'm hoping that this is not part of his character. Because this is some horrific shit, right? But how this can take place in your grandfather's home with nobody knowing, where's your mother, where's your grandfather? They just let Boosie go upstairs and do this. What happened after your mother came to her, or you came to your mother supposedly crawling, covered with blood, and you telling me nobody, because Boosie's been Boosie for a long time. The money's been, Boosie has money for a long time, right? And this is even before prison. So if this was before prison, I don't know how old this girl is, but let's say this was before he went to prison. He had paper. Let's say this is after prison. He had paper, if not more paper. So trying to, get him incarcerated or try for this, or civilly, even if that was your goal to get some money or whatever, you could have been came out with this, right? Now, this is not the victim blame, because if this is a situation that happened, it's bad. But it strikes me as odd. The timing, the circumstances, where were the parents? Like how it just doesn't make sense to me. The only thing that makes sense is, and this is, a reach. The story has a lot of details. So, but the details that I'm looking for are how did he get access to the room? Where was your mom? Where was the grandfather? Where were other people in the home? What happened after you crawled to your mother covered in blood? Where is the bloody towel? Like, these things matter. This is evidence, and I just wonder, somebody in the family, if they knew of this, I don't see how you can keep this quiet. Boosie, Badazz, the rapper, supposedly raped your daughter, and you don't tell nobody, and nobody says nothing. It just doesn't make sense. Even if you don't go the police route, and you go this route, the blog route, right? Right? The blog route. And you tell the world. Somebody, I would have believed, would have been told the world if they knew of this. I'm just saying, I don't know. So it's a tough line to play, because on one end, you don't want to be the person that could be wrong. If I say a lot of different things and then it comes out to be actually true, I don't have no problem retracting what I believe, or retracting my statement, or adjusting my statement accordingly. But it's just the fact that it doesn't really make sense to me. It doesn't resonate in my spirit as true. I don't know all the details or the evidence, but she's lacking some details and evidence that might matter in this situation, in this case. And it's ironic that it's not a police case. It seems to be more of a bag, or either just a brag. I don't even know if she's actually trying to sue him yet for money. I don't know what's going on at this point. Right now, I just found out about this information, so I'm coming bringing it to you guys at the cool table. And we're going to pray that Boosie is not this. I don't believe he's that. He also needs to be careful with what he's saying, because it sounds like he's borderline threatening, right? And Boosie is a gangster. Boosie has been on death row. Boosie is known to have people. It's just a thing that, you don't want to put yourself in a situation if something does happen to this young lady, or something happens around this young lady that, can twist this thing from a civil situation to a criminal situation, even more rapid. So he might want to tread lightly with some of that stuff. But trying to get information about this person is not illegal. Trying to serve her with papers to civilly sue her is not illegal. So yeah, just be careful out here, Boosie. But nonetheless, man, I wanted to bring this information to you guys. It's a crazy situation. If you know more information, drop it to me as well. And I'll catch y'all cool kids next time. Deuces.